This is really exciting. Every Tuesday in July, we are highlighting some of ENC's favorite barbecue.
Yeah, from some old school favorites to some with a new school twist. We're headed all over the East to find out why barbecue is a way of life. And we're kicking things off in Greene County and the small town of Hookerton. There's a family there serving up some great barbecue dating back to the 1930s. Today, we're introducing you to the family behind Morris Barbecue.
It's a destination.
If you drive down this stretch of road outside Hookerton on a Saturday morning, you might hear a particular sound. It's the sound of a family tradition.
I would chop it one way and then we try to cross cut it, and that gives you basically your chopped barbecue.
William Morris is the third generation owner of Morris Barbecue. His grandfather, Willie Pop Morris, started the tradition.
He started in 31. The restaurant here was built in 56, so that's 68 years. In March, it made 68 years, and I feel like we're doing something right.
Even before the dining room opens at 9:30 every Saturday, the staff is hard at work. That includes William's daughter, Ashley Godley.
I'm an only child, so one day, which I feel like is already partly mine, I take good pride in it.
Another thing that makes Morris unique, they're only open on Saturdays. That means many of the 10 or so people working here also work other full-time jobs during the week. Ashley's husband Ryan is one of those helping to make Saturdays special.
So what's it been like marrying into the barbecue business?
A lot of work. I tell people I went into college, I didn't have to work on Saturday, and now I work every Saturday. But no, it's good. We've had in recent years so many local barbecue places close. I think just having these little hole-in-the-wall joints are pretty cool.
And folks head here from all over to get a sandwich or a plate of tasty Eastern North Carolina barbecue.
You might drive by and see a long line, but you don't have to wait long.
Good food, the word of mouth travels.
Mm-hmm. We have people that come from all over. We have a couple that come from Clayton just about every week. I mean, people are driving hours just to come eat. We're kind of a destination place.
As you see, you've been here several times. Just the amount of people that come. And they've been coming for years and years, and it blows my mind.
We always say Pop would be proud. My great-grandfather would be proud.
What's your favorite part of Saturdays?
Well, meeting all the customers is always a thrill, and it's nice. It's nice to see old faces, new faces. But I'd have to say I'm give out at the end of the day, and kind of ready to take a rest.
At least one day of rest, then it's on to another work week leading up to the next busy Saturday at Morris Barbecue. Again, Morris Barbecue is only open on Saturdays. They open for takeout at about 8 o'clock in the morning. The dining room opens at 9:30, and by 2 o'clock, you're going to have to wait until the next Saturday. Next Tuesday on our ENC's favorite barbecue tour, we're headed to historic Edenton and a relatively new barbecue spot, how old Colony Smokehouse is balancing tradition and innovation. That's next Tuesday at 6 here on WNCT.
Our month-long ENC's favorite barbecue feature continues tonight with a stop at a relatively new place.
When we put the word out on social media asking for places to visit, so many of you suggested traditional spots like Skylight Inn, Bum's Restaurant, and Morris Barbecue. But several also said that we really needed to head north to Chowan County. So today, we're visiting historic Edenton and stopping by Old Colony Smokehouse to see why it's quickly become such a fan favorite. The lunch rush is on at Edenton's Old Colony Smokehouse.
I love barbecue, so when I saw that they were opening here in Edenton, I was there from day one.
Only open since 2019, it's a new school spot with an old school mentality.
To me, it's important to preserve heritage and preserve tradition.
Owner Adam Hughes is a Bertie County native who learned a lot about barbecue at a young age.
My grandparents owned a butcher shop, C&J Country Meats, and it was over between Maryhill and Colerain. So I grew up around hogs, around pork my whole life. My granddad was a hog farmer.
But it wasn't until he attended East Carolina University where he found his love for cooking.
And we found an old grill in our dumpster at our apartment complex and refurbished it and just learned to cook everything on that grill.
And Adam says that ignited his fire. He'd honed his skills in barbecue competitions around the world, even appearing on a reality cooking show.
Chef Adam Hughes, you are the Chopped champion. Congratulations.
Then it was time to come home and open a restaurant.
Eastern North Carolina pork barbecue is the end-all be-all of barbecue. We really want to carry on the tradition of all wood cooking, which you see our pits here, but there's some other good stuff out there. So that's why we do other things like beef brisket and ribs and turkey breast, and it keeps the customers engaged, keeps them interested.
And there seems to be one particular favorite.
The brisket here is out of this world.
Usually I get the brisket, that's my favorite.
It's one of those things that Texas really holds at a standard, and to be able to serve that in a Texas style and for people to appreciate it, it's really nice.
Another fan favorite is something they call the Carolina Twinkie.
And it's just a fun thing that we came up with to utilize our sausage. And it's a jalapeno pepper, and it's stuffed with our house-made pimento cheese. And we encase it in sausage, wrap it in bacon, and we smoke it, and then we glaze it in our signature sauce. And it's kind of a snack thing, appetizer, if you will. But a lot of people come in and get 2 Twinkies and a side, and that's their lunch, and they'll do it every week, and they're happy with it.
They call it a Southern culinary revival here at Old Colony, but at the heart of it all is traditional Eastern North Carolina barbecue.
So if you want to make a trip here to try the barbecue, it is going to be worth the trip. It is going to be phenomenal.
You got to try it. You'll be back.
To even be in the conversation with Skylight Inn and Bums and Morris Barbecue and all these big names, it's absolutely mind-blowing that people even talk about us in the same sentence.
Now, Adam worked as a general contractor and his wife Elizabeth as an accountant before opening Old Colony. If you'd like to visit them, they're open Wednesday through Friday from 11 in the morning till 6 o'clock and 11 to 3 on Saturdays.
Our month-long ENC's Favorite Barbecue feature continues tonight at an award-winning barbecue institution.
And later this year, they'll be inducted into the 2024 American Royal Barbecue Hall of Fame in Kansas City. Today, we're headed to Wayne County. Just south of Goldsboro sits the small town of Dudley. And just on the outskirts, you'll find Grattys Barbecue, a tiny place with a huge reputation for authentic Eastern North Carolina barbecue.
It's worth the trip. I don't care where you live. It's worth the trip.
And they've been making the trip for decades for one thing.
Barbecue pork.
But be warned.
This is the best barbecue place I have ever been to.
Grattys Barbecue in this same spot since 1986.
It's got to be good. They keep coming back.
You better believe it. Well, when you cook with love, that makes the difference.
Jerry Gratty and husband Steve own Grattys, one of the last black-owned whole hog barbecue restaurants in the state.
I learned early how to do it.
Taught by his father and grandfather.
I was about 12 or 13. And go out there and tend to that pig now and keep an eye on it and don't let it burn. If you let it burn, your ear will burn.
Always cooked over wood. It's why customers say it's so good.
How often do you come here?
Oh my goodness. Now that's a hard one because I come here a lot. And when I can't come, I send. My brother, my husband, have to travel for me.
So it's that good?
Yes. It's extremely good.
You had one sandwich and you decided you had to take some home.
I was recommended to this place. That's how I got here. So I'm taking some back to Maryland.
How much?
13 pounds.
Somebody's going to be happy when you get home.
I hope so.
Has this whole experience kind of changed your life?
Yes. Work. Great experience. Great challenge. But we're thankful.
Jerry just turned 80. Steve is nearing his 90th birthday.
I feel like I've accomplished what I started out to do. I've enjoyed it. I'm about to use my time up. And I don't have no regrets.
And now Grattys is in the North Carolina Barbecue Hall of Fame.
The best I've ever had, seriously.
They're coming from all over to Wayne County to eat your barbecue.
Yes, and we are so grateful. We are so grateful, so happy about it, It's just a blessing from above.
Steve and Jerry are hopeful the Grattys tradition will continue. They've passed a lot of the day-to-day work to son Scotty and his wife. Grattys Barbecue is open Wednesday through Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. Next week, we're headed to maybe the holy grail of Eastern North Carolina barbecue, the legendary Skylight Barbecue in Ayden. We'll chat with third-generation pitmaster Sam Jones about his family's barbecue legacy and what it means not only here in the East, but across the country and across the world. Join us as we visit Skylight Barbecue next Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
It is time for the final stop in our month-long search for Eastern North Carolina's favorite barbecue.
And this place might be the holy grail of barbecue spots. We're staying here in Pitt County and heading to a town that knows a thing or two about good barbecue, Ayden. Many locals there call this place Pete Jones Barbecue, but you probably know it as Skylight Inn, a member of the North Carolina Barbecue Hall of Fame. The smoke rises inside an Eastern North Carolina landmark. Whole hogs cook over shovelfuls of oak coals.
A barbecue is synonymous with North Carolina.
This is the Smokehouse at Skylight Barbecue. When you walk in here, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
When I walk in here is like a piece of Americana. This is one of the original smokehouses here at Skylight, and 78 years since my grandfather opened. So yes, there's a lot of history in these walls and on this ground that we're standing on.
Fourth-generation pitmaster Sam Jones practically grew up inside here.
The sweat that's coming off of your and my brow right now is also a product of this house. Now the result that's going to come out of it is well worth it. And there's hopefully a line of people in there that's going to enjoy it.
And line up they do from Pitt County and far beyond.
When I want good barbecue, this is where I come
to the capital of Eastern North Carolina barbecue.
It's a staple of the community. It's a landmark, a benchmark in some places. You know, it's a place that other barbecues judge by.
Delicious barbecue, some of the best in the state. I've eaten barbecue all over the state. This is some of the best.
We're almost like a standard bearer, which is sometimes a heavy cloak to wear.
Maybe even more so when a few of Skylight Inn's contemporaries are no longer in business.
You may think here just in the last 4 or 5 years how many little staples in their community that dotted the map of North Carolina are gone.
What happened?
Brushes a tear from the eye because they had some type of memory at that place. You know, so many times the experience is just as important as what's on the end of the fort.
That's the case for Leland Lucas and his friends. They eat at Skylight at least once a week.
I've been coming down here for about 15 years, and it's always been good barbecue.
We have been fortunate enough to create what I consider to be a legacy that's respected. That's why people keep coming back is, one, what we do day in and day out is consistent, and there's somebody standing there that's going to be nice to you.
And there's so much more to this story. Check out my full conversation with Sam Jones anytime over on WNCT.com as he talks more about his family's barbecue legacy, plus what Sam says it's like going all over the world, spreading the barbecue gospel. And I hope you'll join me Labor Day Monday for our half-hour ENC's favorite barbecue special. We've got extended looks at all the great barbecue spots we visited this month. That's coming up at 5:30 on Monday, September 2nd.